Well, friends, as we continue our 4th of July music reviews, next thing I'm going to go on to is God Bless the USA by Mr. Lee Greenwood. Now, this song came out a few years ago, a decade or two actually, and there was some conversation about replacing our national anthem with it because it was that good and that well received, but no, we stick with our national anthem, but I do think Lee Greenwood did a great job with this. It's another song that might bring you to tears. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and let's listen to Mr. Greenwood here. Cheers.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
Well, there you are. God bless the USA. A truer statement could never be made. And I honestly believe that. I'm a God-fearing man, and I'm a patriot, and I love my country. And what a great song that Mr. Greenwood has written here, Mr. Lee Greenwood. God bless the USA. It's funny. I've traveled all over the world. No, not funny, but observation. Traveled all over the world, and I'm amazed at how many other countries root for us. I'm amazed at how many other countries wish us all the best and root for us. Yeah, there's some out there. We have many enemies. Everyone does. But I'm still amazed at how many other countries because their freedoms, their lifestyle is being protected by us. We are the world's police department, aren't we? Not a role that we asked for, but one nonetheless that we seem to be happy to provide, and one that I, for one, am proud that we're providing. I really am. I hate to put my sons in harm's way, or my grandsons, or yada yada. In harm's way to protect the rights and lives, but of everybody. Somebody asked me about this the other day, and I wanted to bring it up. They're talking about Ukraine and whether or not we should be in Ukraine helping out. And here's the question I asked them. I said, if you're driving down the road, and off to the side road, there's a woman holding a child, and standing next to her is a man who is hitting her. Now, I don't know about you, but I would slam on my brakes. I would stop. I would get out and stop that man from hurting that woman. At whatever effort it might take on my part and whatever risk to me, it's just the way I was brought up and raised. If you feel the same way, then it's hard to argue with our involvement in Ukraine. I know. It's the same story. I mean, what are we doing in some other country? Why are we helping them? Why are we risking our men for them? And, well, because it's the way we were raised. It's the values that we put. And it's something that we need to think about in every action. Right now, Israel and Palestine are having issues, and not really. That's a false way of saying that. Israel and Hamas is having issues, and the Palestinians are getting caught between the two. Now, the Palestinians have supported and helped the Hamas get its foothold and overrun their country and stuff, so they carry some responsibility for that. But, at what point do we try to stop the gentleman from beating up the lady and the child? And who's the lady and who's the child in this case? I know from what my readings are, Israel has gone to great lengths trying to minimize any non-combatant injuries. But, war is war, and that can be hard to do. We're certainly guilty of killing non-combatants. It's a unfortunate but somewhat necessary byproduct of war. And we are a warring nation. My God, we're a warring nation. And I know there's a lot of critics out there that don't like Trump. I'm 66 years old. He's the first president in my lifetime that didn't get us into a new war. I really like that. I really, really like that. And because of that, I'm willing to overlook a lot of sins. And I hope you would too. But in any event, let's go ahead and move on. I got one more song coming up in my 4th of July lineup today. It's going to be a fun one. So let's go ahead and move into that. Again, kids, give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And let's see what I've got coming next.